Matt Hancock would have known his first appearance at the COVID inquiry would be difficult, but not as difficult as for the bereaved families he walked past on his way into the hearing.
The evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
His line of defence was clear from the start. He blamed the system. His fault was to believe what he had been told about the country's readiness.
I was assured that the UK planning was among the best and in some instances the best in the world. The attitude, the doctrine of the UK was to plan for the consequences of a disaster. Can we buy enough body bags? Where are we going to bury the dead? And that was completely wrong.
Why were those practical considerations not followed through?
These recommendations were not there because the system was geared towards how to clear up after a disaster, not prevent it.
From testing to PPE to social care, every failure was, according to Mr. Hancock, systemic. When Matt Hancock walked through these doors in 2018 as the new health secretary, warnings about an emerging pandemic had already been sounded, but he says he inherited a flawed health system, one that was worried about mass casualties and body bags and burial space, not with containing the spread of the virus. But there was more than one attempt at an apology from Mr. Hancock. His written submission, where he said, "There isn't a day that goes by that I do not think about all those who lost their lives to this awful disease." And again in person.
I am profoundly sorry for the impact that had. I'm profoundly sorry for each death that has occurred. And I also understand why, for some, it will be hard to take that apology from me. I understand that. I get it.
But for bereaved widow Lorelei King, the apology means nothing.
I don't accept his apology, and most of the bereaved, well, all of the bereaved I was sitting with won't accept his apology either.
Lorelei's husband, Vincent, died in March 2021 after catching COVID in a care home, the same care home Matt Hancock visited before the pandemic. She was with other bereaved families when Mr. Hancock approached them after he gave evidence.
I felt surprised. It just really confirmed for me the arrogance of the man to think that such an overture would be welcome, because it isn't, and it wasn't, as evidenced by the fact that we all turned our backs on him.
Are you failing to learn the lessons, Mr. Hancock?
Matt Hancock comes back in the autumn when the inquiry turns its focus to his and other senior roles at the heart of the government's pandemic decision-making. Ashish Joshi, Sky News.